Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chaz Kayado, and today what I want to discuss is using one academic program to be a springboard for other academic programs. And so let me kind of make sure we're all on the same page. So what I'm talking about is using credits from one program that once you complete it to allow you a foot in the door for a second program. And then we'll also talk about some other ways that you can go on a fast track for certain degree programs, but I'll talk about that after. So first, what I want to mention is just using general credits from one program to boost your start in a second. So for me, I've had a couple experiences with this. First being when I took my teacher certification course. Really what kind of kickstarted my journey for my master's, which I knew I always wanted to get eventually, but I was just kind of waiting for the right time. Well, as I'm completing my master's program, my certification program, I got information that I could use what I learned in my certification course towards up to 12 hours towards a curriculum and instruction master's degree at the university that I went to for a master's. So that was awesome because when I looked into the program, it was going to be 34 total hours. So essentially I only had to do 22 hours in order to achieve my master's degree, which was something I always wanted to do. So right then and there, that was 12 hours that I got just for completing a program that I already had to do. Like I didn't really have a choice. To be a teacher, I had to be certified. So just that process opened the door and saved me several $1,000s and several months worth of time springboarding from one program to the next. Well, then fast forward a year later. I actually, it was a little bit more than a year later, but what I did then was I took my credits from my master's and I was able to apply credits from my focus in my master's towards a focus in a doctorate program. And so I was able to transfer 18 hours. And so once again, that is several $1,000s of saved money and a lot of time. I mean, 18 hours is, almost a year, if not a year worth of hours in a doctorate program. So that was a big jump. And once again, I was just following along with what I was already doing initially with the certification program. So the certification program just started a domino effect for what I would do in the future. So some ways that this may be something that can help you if you're not a teacher yet and you want to be a teacher, or if you are a teacher but you need to start your certification course, maybe doing some research, because I know several states have different options. So maybe finding out if your specific state has a program that you can use towards a master's degree, or maybe even a second master's degree, because I do know that some districts give you a pay raise for a second master's degree. So this may be worth your while. So let's say you already have a master's, maybe you already, maybe this is something that, or maybe you don't have a master's. Maybe you just have your undergrad, but you're interested in another master's degree or a master's degree or even a doctorate. There are some programs that will allow you to use life experience for certain credit hours. So let's say you've been a teacher for 10 years, you were certified a long time ago, but maybe you've been a special education teacher. Well, maybe just by using your experience as a special education teacher, you can satisfy, and I'm just spitballing, making up stuff here, but maybe you can satisfy 6 to 12 credit hours in special education because you have that life experience, and maybe that really helps you in a master's program. So that is something to consider, because there are some universities out there that will allow for life experiences to count towards credit. Something that I've mentioned a few times is the idea that colleges are really trying to get more competitive for students, especially as the population cliff for incoming freshmen, as that starts to drop. Colleges need to find new students somewhere. And so where are they going to find them? If the young people aren't there, they're going to find them in the adult population. And so I do think that we'll see more enticement on life credit in the future. So the last thing I was going to tell you is accelerated programs. These are programs that get you a degree a little bit faster than a traditional program. And so, I'm somewhat in an accelerated program with my doctorate right now. It's only going to take me a little over 3 years, I believe, to get it. I think you can actually get that down to a little under 3 years if you do everything as quick as possible. And many doctorate programs take 5 to 7 years. So you can find accelerated programs. Now that does mean that you need to be very responsible if you're going to be an accelerated program. But if for some reason you're a high school student watching this video, or if you teach high school students and you advise them on colleges, one thing that I've seen specifically at a local university, LSU, there is an option to do an accelerated program towards getting your Juris Doctorate, so becoming a lawyer. So they call it the 3-in-3 program or something to that effect, where you get your undergrad degree in 3 years with the anticipation of preparing to do law school immediately after. So you're getting your law degree in 6 years, which is at least 1 year quicker than you would just with a general track of 4 years of undergrad. And honestly, many people go more than 4 years for undergrad now, so you could potentially be cutting 2 years off. But that is obviously that's for younger people that don't have an undergrad degree. But I just wanted to go over different ways that you can accelerate your chances of getting a degree by using previous programs, and then I just threw in the bonus at the end of looking for just accelerated programs in general. And especially online, there are many accelerated programs, which I'll probably talk about at a later time. But I've seen things as crazy as people getting a online degree from a university that's accredited, not just a diploma mill, getting these undergrad degrees in a year, just by doing things like using life credit, doing things like taking what they call ACE credits, which are basically credits that you can convert from courses that you can take as you go. Doesn't necessarily require enrollment in a university, and just really banging those out and getting a degree in a really short amount of time. And I do think that the COVID pandemic really accelerated a lot of these programs, because more and more people were sitting at home saying, man, I really wish I could get a degree to help boost my prospects, my job prospects. And many people obviously could not travel to universities at that time. So I do think we're going to see some big changes in education. Really, we've already started to see these big changes, but we're going to continue to see those changes in the future, and we'll talk more about that at a later time. But thank you for watching this video, and have a great day.